Hello guys, this is Brimmer here and welcome back to another video, and today I am excited to say that I am returning Desert Survival. If you aren't aware what Desert Survival is, it's basically this Giga World that I'm working on, and I've been working on it for a long time, although around 6 months ago I decided to take a break as it got old, and I wanted to try something new. So, while I was on that break, I decided to start Island Survival, but I've decided to do a return. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. Now, this is episode 107 of Desert Survival, and today I think I'm just going to do something short, and that is building in the lane lines of the south section of our underground highways. I do have lots of plans, however, so that's not going to be basically the only thing we're going to be doing for the next few weeks. I know I've done a lot of digging videos and that sort of stuff, or I did do a lot of them. I have been trying to prioritize that lately, but yeah. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, as you can see, I actually didn't even remember this, but I, in a previous video, ended up building the walls for the tunnel all the way to the other end, but I ended up not doing the floor. That is what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Each of these is, hold on, this is 5. Is there 7 in between? Yeah, okay, it's 5 and 7. That's good to know. So, go like that. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to grab this stuff. I also decided to use slabs so that just to be more efficient. And I have the lanterns in the middle, just like that. And basically just repeat that a whole bunch of times. I forgot the yellow wool though, so let me get that real quick. That's a second lane line in, and yeah, as you can see, I'm just gonna repeat this pattern until we get to the other end. Okay, we've now got the first lane line in, and if you want to just see how long this is, let me just show you. I'll just do a quick flyby. Now let me tell you, it did not take a short amount of time to make this. It probably took like 10-15 minutes alone just to make this single lane line. And yeah, that is the scale we're dealing with this episode. Along with that lane line being complete, I think it also ran. I used up over half a stack of lanterns and almost 3 stacks of stone slabs. Jesus. That is actually insane. I am afraid as to how much yellow wool I'll need to use for this lane line. I probably don't even have enough. Okay, we've got the second lane line in. So if you don't remember, the edges are actually 1 block shorter than the rest. I did that intentionally, and I think it actually looks more balanced that way, at least in the length for whatever reason. It's just an optical illusion. But yeah, if you're wondering how long it is, I should have probably clarified more. If you don't remember, I've been digging all of these to Y, or not Y, what am I talking about? To 1,000, whether it's X or Z, or whatever direction it is. And the area where I have all my stuff is around 420. So basically over almost 600 blocks was the distance I just flew. I've got half of the lane lines in now, and you can kind of see what I'm doing with the symmetry between the lane lines and that sort of stuff. And yeah, as you can see, the skill is absolutely massive, but I'm loving how it looks. So let's just do the middle lane line then, shall we? I actually was able to get the yellow lane line in, surprisingly. I did have enough wool. I don't know how, but I did. Although that made me think, currently I have 1 sheep of every color, just in case I need different colored wool. I probably have enough of different colored wools that it doesn't matter. I should probably dye those sheep blue and yellow, just to work on these roads more. Because the reality is that, depending on how far away from spawn we are, wool is just easier to get than concrete, so I'll probably just use wool for the roads. The reality is that if it's wool, if it's concrete, it doesn't make a big difference. The reality is that the color difference is very small. It's just a texture difference. I mean, preferably I'd try to get as much concrete as possible, although the reality is that I'm going to be building more roads than I have concrete available. So probably getting a blue wool and yellow wool farm in there is probably going to be a good option. Also, if you remember on episode 35 in that mega project, I did use wool for the roads as well, so just keep that in mind. And the other side is done. So let's take a little flyby then, shall we? Kind of mesmerizing, not gonna lie, with all of the lanterns, that sort of stuff. Is that just me? Just like the symmetry of this is mesmerizing? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, dislike if you dislike, and yeah, if let me know if you are excited for the return of Desert Survival in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out!